对。
转头。好累。
Hey, I'm Antonio Graceffo, and I am a PhD candidate at Shanghai University of Sport. I'm majoring in wrestling, but I cross-trained in sanda. Today, this is our informal sanda training. A bunch of guys that are pros and former pros and master's degree students and whatever, we get together and we train on Mondays, and that keeps my striking up so that, you know, if I ever want to fight MMA again, which I really want to, like here at the university, all I work on really is my wrestling, and then just once or twice a week, cross-training in sanda. Sanda is also part of my major because I'm writing my dissertation about Chinese throwing and wrestling type techniques, and sanda, of course, includes kicking, punching, and wrestling type throws. However, they've changed the rules for sanda this year that you can't go down with your opponent anymore. Last year, I was continuing to get 1-point throws, which means I would throw the opponent and go with him to the ground. This year, that would be 0 points. So I'm actually not even trying to prepare for like proper sanda competitions because there's no way I just can't. I don't want to condition my body to throw and not go to the ground because for wrestling and for MMA, I have to go with my opponent to get control and get some benefit from that throw.
踢腿的时候不要掉手啊。
So anyway, I train with my friends. They let me hold on a bit longer than you're supposed to, let me go to the ground, and also I teach them some wrestling.来，你的踢腿很厉害，真的厉害。
你身法很帅，真的。你身法真的很好。
不是，但是踢腿很厉害，你应该可以转破我的骨头。In actual sanda rules, once you grab your opponent, you only have 2 to 3 seconds to complete the throw, or else the referee won't restart you. And you're not permitted to allow your knees to touch the ground. So most of my throws are illegal. 很好，真的很好。如果是真的sanda规定的话，你赢了。是因为只有到上面。
对，2秒、3秒之内上不了的话，变招的话立马要这分开。
Guess it's no surprise that in sanda, my main weapons are wrestling and boxing. You know, you would have thought a lot of high kicks, fast kicks, taekwondo, but it's not the case. Actually, though, when I spar with these guys, because they're smaller, I don't flinch. I don't clinch and punch. A few weeks ago, I fought in 2 sanda fights that had a little bit relaxed rules, and my main weapon was clinching and punching, dirty boxing. But I don't do it to these guys because they're smaller.
马配都有正蹬，控一下，不有正蹬，不要掉手，都有正蹬，控制距离，你让正蹬控制距离，擦踹，正蹬控制距离，哎 ，OK 就很好，踹，对呀、手哈，正蹬踏来手不要掉了，是。
And at the end of the day, the bigger guy, he actually can kick hard enough to like break my bones and stuff. So, you know, if I play dirty with him, he's gonna play dirty with me. So, you know, you gotta keep nice relations with everybody. When I fight the smaller guys, what we do is they're so much faster. So I just try not to wrestle at all. Try to throw them and I'll adjust, box, and run after them and kick, and you know, it's really good cardio. When there's a lot of guys, we stack them up. I take the bigger, stronger guys, better guys first, and then working my way down to the smaller guys or the guys with less experience. The last guy I was sparring with today, he has the least experience. I forgot what his background is, karate or something like that, and then he's in sanda too. He's on the golf team. So you know, this is the thing though, at the sports university, we have so many different sparring partners to train with. And it's nice, and where else you go, you got that many training partners. And this session is just like, a few of us show up every time, and we never know who's going to be here. They might walk in and there's some great pro here, and he wants to train with you. And that doesn't happen elsewhere.
秀儿这个一直带着我是吧？这一直带着我是吧？
Obviously, Zhang Huaying is a lot smaller than I am, but he's a lot faster, he's better, he's got a lot more sanda experience. So what I do when I box him, I don't grab him, I don't throw him, I don't use my wrestling, I don't use my power. It's just a matter of, you know, chasing him, trying to keep up with his speed. The only thing is, though, the guys tend to not be as aggressive when they're fighting me as they are when they fight each other. So I don't always know if I'm getting the best training. Instinctively, I grab, but then I release. I don't complete the takedown, don't complete the throw. I've observed that when they spar with each other, Ma Pei and Zhang Huaying, they're a lot more aggressive with each other than they are with me, and I wish they'd be more aggressive when they fight me. But I also noticed that they rarely use any wrestling or takedowns. So that's the main thing that I think I can bring to the table. So when I spar with them, especially with Ma Pei, I'll just do like a lot of takedowns. One, because that's the one thing I'm good at, but two, it's, you know, to help him learn to defend the takedown, and then afterwards we'll talk about the takedowns and how to improve on them and so forth. And during the sparring, I sometimes do takedowns that wouldn't necessarily be legal during a sanda fight, but then I'll show them how to do it the legal way. For example, by not putting your knees on the ground. My two friends also seem to not use the side kick as much as other sanda fighters that I've trained with or been exposed to. Seem to use the roundhouse a lot more.
再来一局。
Hey, my friends who are just sparring, those guys are they're professional sanda fighters. They were professional, they're on the team, and now they're full-time graduate students getting their master's degree, but they're still training and still fighting in competitions, but they're not on the team anymore. But anyway, you see the technique is so much nicer than mine, so much better when they're fighting. Now, when I'm fighting with these guys, they relax the rules a little bit. In theory, you're not allowed to grab for more than 3 seconds. You're not allowed to go to the ground with your opponent. But because I'm actually training for MMA and wrestling rather than sanda, they let me, you know, go to the ground and hold on. But even that, I don't hold on that long because I want to be fair. I am bigger and stronger, and I know more wrestling. But anyway, it's really nice these guys train with me. Cha-ching! Hey, my two professional sanda friends, when they fight each other, they put on the groin guard. When they fight me, they don't need it because I just don't kick enough.
Every day in sparring, I start out with Ma Pei because he's the biggest and the best. Then usually Zhang Huaying because he's really aggressive and he's good even though he's small. And if AJ Alu, my American friend, is there, he's also big and strong, and I spar with him. And then eventually we'll get down to guys with a little bit less skill. And Run Jiying, my friend here, he is learning sanda. He's got some kind of a martial arts background. I don't know what exactly, but he's just learning sanda, but he really wants to learn MMA as well. So I tend to take him down a lot. Yeah, he's got the classic kind of a new guy thing going on, which is he's very aggressive and he's throwing a lot of punches and kicks and stuff, but then he just doesn't have the skill. He's not careful about protecting his head, not careful about protecting his body, and of course not careful about protecting against the takedown.